Hello, everybody. Welcome to this private session to help you learn more about the Ideal Directories platform and business opportunity. I'm Justin, one of the co-founders here, and today we're going to go over the Ideal Directories platform and the opportunity from top to bottom. We will discuss how the program works. I will walk you through some of the most important features, and I'll show you how you can make money with your own business directory and coupon website. Here at Ideal Directories, it's all about helping small businesses and recurring revenue. If you're here, you know that businesses need help advertising online, and you know how important a recurring revenue business model is. Some of you probably are looking for something that's part-time or nights and weekends for some supplementary income, and that's perfect. But others may also be eager to make this a full-time gig, and we love that too. So we're going to talk about all that today and a lot more. Let's get this going. But before we do, please do me a real quick favor. Send me a note in the form of a question, which you'll see, I think, on the right side of your screen there, which will allow you to communicate with me. I am not going to be too good at answering the questions as we go, but please post them as you think of them. I'd also like just for you to let me know you can hear and see me, along with the city and state that you're from. I want to get a sense of where everyone is connecting from today. That would be great. All right, we got Louisiana, Florida, Illinois. Cool. Very good. All right, we're all spread out today. That's good. That is good. Let's get this going. So the agenda is where we're going to be starting our conversation today. First, what is Ideal Directories? Good place to start, right? Following that, some insight on how you make money. And we'll even offer some coveted sales tips and suggestions that will help you maximize your efforts. Next, there'll be a discussion on how to market your directory, which I know is an important question for many of you. Then we'll do a platform demo to give you a behind-the-scenes look at the platform. We'll discuss the cost, what's involved to get started, and then we'll wrap it up with a live Q&A where you can ask anything you'd like. If you want, you can actually post, like I said, post your questions now. Fortunately, I do have someone helping me answer questions today, so if your question needs immediate attention, we will be able to get to you, even if I can't do it in the moment. All right, so let's start from the top. What is Ideal Directories? Ideal Directories lets you own a hyperlocal community website that features local businesses, coupons, promotions, deals, and events in and around your neighborhood. You make money by selling business listings on your site. The exposure they get is very valuable. Businesses get what's called a business profile listing, packed with photos, videos, testimonials, and more, which I will show you in a little while here. Plus, you can sell them ads. The more listings and ads you sell, the more money you make. Now, we've invested a lot into this platform and the business model to make sure that you have everything you need to hit the ground running from day one. You are not just buying some software from us. I think that will become very clear as we progress. Okay, so that was quick and painless. Now, why start a local business directory and coupon website for your town or city? Why now? Well, I'll tell you. Creating a local business directory and coupon website is the perfect business opportunity, and I'll tell you what I mean by that. It's perfect for local businesses because they get effective, affordable advertising they can easily understand and appreciate. You're offering them a flat monthly fee for an unlimited amount of traffic and leads for their business that's targeting the local area they serve. Now, it's also perfect for local consumers and local shoppers because it helps them find all the local deals, discounts, reviews, and events from local businesses. And it's also perfect for you because with Ideal Directories, you can start and run an online business with no technical experience and no prior knowledge, all while setting your own prices and calling your own shots. And that's, I think, a pretty good segue into talking about how you make money. So as we just stated, you make money selling business listings on your site. Because it's much less expensive than traditional advertising like newspaper ads or direct mail, it's much easier to sell. Take a look at the screenshot. This is the business profile listing that I just mentioned. Each business who appears on your site gets a listing like this. It's got the name of the business, their phone number, address, map with directions, website link, reviews, hours of operation, social media connections, payment methods they accept, about information, coupons, events, promotions, contact form, menus, videos, and so much more. This is almost like a little mini website that puts the business in the best possible light with all the most important information front and center. And businesses get all of this for one monthly price that you set yourself. Now, the average price that our clients generally sell listings for is $50 per month per business. But of course, you can set your own prices, charge however much you want. That's your decision. Regardless of how much you charge, though, I want to make sure you know that businesses can sign up for and create these listings themselves, paying with a credit or debit card right through your site with automatic monthly recurring payments that get deposited into your bank account right away. And you keep 100% of the revenue. So let's do some math, shall we? The chart on this slide illustrates how much money you can make if you charged an average of just $50 per month for each business to be listed on your site. Remember, this amount is just a suggestion, and you can charge businesses as much or as little as you'd like. You can also earn additional income by selling banner ads, as I stated before, but let's just focus on the sale of listings only for this part of our conversation. So starting on the left-hand side of this chart, if you sell listings to just 25 advertisers, 25 local businesses, you multiply that by your monthly charge, $50 in this case, and you're looking at a monthly income of $1,250 per month or $15,000 per year. 25 listings is nothing. There are hundreds, if not thousands of businesses in even the smallest markets, regardless of what area you're serving. Everyone has the potential to sell a lot more than 25 listings, 100, 200, even 1,000. And this chart illustrates that the income potential is huge. And so are the margins, because we only charge you a flat fee for your site and the platform, and you pay the same amount whether you have 25 listings or 250 listings sold on your site. Doesn't make a difference. That's one of the things that makes this a very scalable business model. Who's intimidated? Raise your hand. No one. That's what I thought. Okay, listen. We're talking about making sales that are give or take $50 to businesses who are accustomed to spending a lot more than that on advertising. So when it comes to selling these listings, it's simple, it's straightforward, and it's affordable. Nonetheless, I do have some quick tips and suggestions to share with you. And the first one, when you're getting started with this, is to think long term. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. You are not going to be an overnight success. Can you launch your site tomorrow by using our platform? Yes. Will you make your first $1,000 tomorrow? Probably not. Okay? Focus on year-over-year revenue, not the number of sales you close in your first month, because once you get yourself into a groove and you're selling one listing per week, for example, referrals are coming in, that's 50 listings that you'll have in a year's time. And 50 listings times $50 a month puts a total of $2,500 in your pocket each month. Not a bad deal for closing some sales, offering affordable local advertising to small businesses. Here's another tip. Hire a sales rep. Look, if you don't want to do the sales yourself, or if you want to accelerate the process of bigger revenue numbers, then bring on a commissioned sales rep to do the work with or for you. Incentivize them with each and every sale that they make. And we have suggestions to share with you once you come on board with a compensation plan that you can implement for a salesperson or salespeople. I've got one more tip for you. Regardless of who's doing the sales, you, a sales rep, your dog, whoever, I want to help you out by telling you who you can start targeting. The truth is that every business can benefit from being listed on your site. but I want to give you a quick rundown of the industries that most people go to first and why. So let's go through them together. The first one is restaurants. And I think I'm supposed to click to reveal something. I don't have an indication anywhere on my screen. That's good. Okay, perfect. So let's talk about restaurants, all right? Restaurants are known to invest pretty heavily in local advertising, and they have a lot of competition to beat out. Now, remember, the thing about restaurants is that it's very broad, okay? It's not just Italian restaurants and barbecue restaurants, but this restaurant category also encompasses your delis, your diners, your sushis, your gourmet food shops, ice cream shops, bagel shops, bakeries. All of these qualify and count toward the restaurants industry. Next, home improvement. So when we're talking about home improvement, those companies generally are selling big ticket purchases. So they're often willing to invest more in advertising to land that next client. Everyone from painters, electricians, interior designers, upholstery cleaning, solar panel companies, landscapers, chimney cleaning, garage door repairs, all those fit into this segment. Then we get into professional services. These are your lawyers, accountants, tax prep, business consultants, private investigators, mortgage brokers, life coaches, insurance agents, web designers, and more. They're all generally based from home or from small offices without the street traffic or exposure that other storefronts can benefit from. So they need all the online exposure that they can get. Now let's talk automotive. So they rely on trust. Nobody wants to travel far for auto repair either. And they want to be able to trust what they say is wrong with their car. Directory listings help them build credibility and trust while making themselves known to the local community. Now, this segment also includes mechanics and shops, plus your tire and wheel repair, towing companies, detailing services, and there's a lot more to be found there as well. Now, we're only halfway through this list, guys, so bear with me. You're probably taking notes. I don't have all these listed on the screen, but I'm just listing the major categories visually for you. Next is healthcare providers. This is also highly competitive. Wide range of demographics they appeal to. Think about all the family practices, the dentists, the plastic surgeons, psychiatrists, medical spas, veterinarians, chiropractors, acupuncturists, who are all vying for new patients in your area. The market's big, and their pockets generally are deep. Then we have retail stores, beauty salons, boutiques. These are all the mom and pop shops that every town is known for. They have intense competition from larger franchises and big retailers, so they need your help. Whether they're a jewel or a hair salon, a sporting goods store, a barber shop, or a wine store, they all need your help. Now, these next two categories I'm going to list for you get overlooked quite a bit. First, childcare and education services. These are your daycares, your tutoring, your children's fitness, early learning programs, kids' party places. They thrive on trust and reliability. Parents do a ton of research before making a decision. So the more they see about a business in this segment, the more convinced they become. Finally, wrapping up this list is outdoor activities. Look, especially during the pandemic, outdoor activities have seen a huge spike in public interest because of social distancing. And they're being catapulted into digital local advertising. So they need to capitalize on this movement and need all the exposure that they can get. They want to keep all this popularity going well into the future beyond the pandemic. Everything from wineries to petting zoos, breweries, boat tours, amusement parks, mini golf, fishing charters. They're all included in the outdoor activities. I bet you didn't even realize how vast the opportunity was in terms of local businesses, right? And these are just our top recommendations. I want you to think about something for a second, all right? These top 8 industries that I just listed, I gave you about 40 business types total. 40 different business types I just rattled off to you. If you sold just one listing to each of these business types and you charge them $50 a month, that's $2,000 a month right there. You're welcome. You can do this. Now let's turn our attention to a very popular question people ask us. And we love to hear this question because it shows you are thinking. No insult to those who were not pondering this, by the way. But the question is, how do you make money? Sorry, how do you market? Well, we all want to know how to make money. But how do you market your business directory website? So that's critical, right? Building up and marketing your website is what's going to bring in the visitors. It's what's going to bring in the advertisers, and that's where the money comes in. Now, of course, you want to know what it takes to get a website like this out to the people and the businesses in the community. So that's why once you sign up, we give you access to professionally designed sales and marketing material, including flyers, brochures, and a powerful ebook that gives you 100 ways to market your business directory website. Some of my favorites include social media marketing. So, whether it's Facebook or Instagram, whatever gram, you can find and build an online community of business owners and shoppers for free with little time in front of a computer or a cell phone. It's one of the most efficient, fun, and creative ways to market your site. Another favorite of mine is business to business networking, specifically with the local chambers of commerce. Your local chamber of commerce is a group of business owners in your community who is already gathering regularly to network, to build relationships, and to help each other out. Lots of them do business within the group, with each other, exclusively. And it's a great way to rub elbows with people who could be potential clients of yours. Another favorite that I'll highlight today for you is door-to-door sales. Talking with and visiting local businesses is not only a great way to close sales, but it's a great way to introduce and talk about the website. Because look, every time you pitch your site to a local business, you're actively spreading the word in your community. We all know that marketing and sales go hand in hand. This is probably the best example of that. And a lot of you may be wondering, but wait, do I need to first get traffic to my site in order to start selling listings? How long is that going to take? The answer is no. You don't need traffic to start selling. If a potential client raises this concern, just be prepared. Here's a simple way to address it. And I just did a separate video on this. You can watch it on our site. But the gist of it is this. First, you got to be honest. Acknowledge that the site is in fact brand new. Tell them about your goals. You might say, well, we don't have a ton of traffic right now. We have goals of growing our site and getting thousands of local visitors every month. We're not there yet, but we have plans in place to get there. Then talk about your marketing plans. Discuss what you'll be doing. Everything from optimizing the site for local search, getting active on social media, looking at sponsorship opportunities in the community, along with networking. Assure them that you'll do everything you can to make the site a true community resource so they can get the value they're paying for. You can also highlight your low pricing. Remind them that the rates you're showing them today are introductory and that they won't stay this way when you come closer to and eventually achieve your traffic goals. But you might incentivize them to sign up now by promising to keep those introductory rates in place for the life of your business relationship. Finally, don't forget to sell yourself. You got to remember that people don't just buy into your site, they buy into you. Talk about your passion for helping local businesses, about your time spent growing up in the area or raising your family in the area, your genuine desire to offer affordable advertising options for local businesses. Assure them that as a fellow local business owner, you'll work to make them happy and eager to share this site with their friends and family. Now, let's take a moment to look at the platform in greater detail. I am now going to switch my screen to show you what an example site looks like. Hopefully this will go exactly as I planned. Hey, all right. So I'm going to start by showing you public site, what people are going to see when they come to your site. This is the home page. In this case, we have a welcome message. The logo's up here. Your navigation's up here. You have all the social media icons up here that you've created profiles on so you can help market the site. This is your keyword search for the category search and a location search that people can use when they get to your site to find local businesses. As we scroll down on the homepage, we have an area for the featured listings. These are the people who are paying you the most money to be featured on your homepage. What's nice about this, it rotates every time the page loads, and clicking on these will actually take you to the profile view. This is the profile page that the business gets. Now, I'll break this down for you a little bit. First, we have a rotating slideshow of images. We have the average star rating based on all the reviews that were added to the listing. We have their address and phone number and map with directions, hours of operation, the payment methods they accept, all their about information, the reviews spelled out, any coupons and deals they have, and a contact form. Now, depending on the business, you might also have things like I mentioned earlier, like a menu. You might have events. You might have social media connections. Lots of other things that you can include to really make sure that the best foot is being put forward for this business. This profile page is extremely valuable to your client's online presence. The rest of the site is also very straightforward. There's a browse listings page, which is going to show all the listings across the entire site, which can be categorized by the industry and sorted as well. You have all the coupons and deals. So long as any of your listings have a coupon or deal, they will be featured on this page. And you can actually click to claim the coupon via email, print, or sharing it. Super effective way to get some marketing done with the site by having people share all the discounts that they're getting on your site. Events page is very similar, where all the events from all of your listings are listed in chronological order, most recent first. And then you can tell your story on the About Us page and then have people sign up from the advertise page. So this is again that self-service aspect to the system where someone can choose which plan they want, click to get started, enter their credit card details in, and then immediately become an active paying client. The funds get deposited into your account. Remember, you can set all these own prices and you can determine which of the features are associated with each of the plans. So that's the front end of it, which is very straightforward and simple, easy for people to use, easy to navigate, easy for you to manage. From the back end, this is your dashboard. And it's also very simple and straightforward. Your dashboard is going to give you a quick overview of what's happening on your site, total number of listings, the revenue you're bringing in, things like that. I can go in and easily modify things like my domain name and connect to get my credit card processing set up, put all my social media connections in here. This is where I manage my banner ads, all very straightforward. The appearance and design allows you to upload your own logo. It allows you to modify the fonts and colors and some other design elements of the site to make it look specific to the area you're serving. From this screen, you can manage the categories that appear in your site. Now, we stack this when you first get set up with about 25 categories or so. You're free to modify those any way you want, including adding subcategories, removing some, whatever your heart desires. From the Manage Listings screen, you can easily dive into each and every one of your listings to edit them and all the details about them. You can take them offline or put them back online, access some other details and statistics, grant your client access to be able to edit it, and fun things like that. But one of the most compelling aspects of the platform, I would say, is the way in which you can actually get clients added to your site. And what I mean by that is, um, if you look at the local prospecting tool over here, and I'm going to use one of the folks who have entered their city and state when we first got in here. I'm just going to check that right now. Let's see. Someone put in. Let's see. How about Adrian. Chandler, Arizona. So check this out, Adrian. Assuming I'm saying your name correctly. I'm going to select Chandler, Arizona from the drop-down menu. And then if I want to, I could put in a keyword or industry term and click search. So now this is showing me a nice long list of all the businesses in and around Chandler. And check this out. I get the name of the business, the phone number, the address, the website if they have one. I get to see the ability to create a listing for the business right from this screen. So if I want to, and I'm thinking back to what we talked about in terms of industries, If I want to type in restaurant here, great if I could spell, and I can refine my search to just show me restaurants in and around Chandler. Now this is going to give me a head start with getting my site populated, because one of the things we like to recommend is start adding some listings to your site when you first get it up. It benefits everyone. So with one click, I can literally take, this business right here, choose a category, restaurants and food service, and click create listing. And now there is a listing on my site for this business. Now there's still a little work to do, including, adding photos and reviews and other kind of stuff like that. But that's a 5-minute process. And you just cut down half of that time because you've got all this basic information preloaded into the site already for you. This is going to save you a lot of time. It's one of the most powerful elements in getting your site built out or built up when you first get started. In addition to that, you have statistics that are built into the platform, so you can see how many people come to the site, how long they stay, which pages are most popular, number of categories, visitors, a 6-month look back period. Really cool stuff. Helps you gauge how you are succeeding in terms of traffic and getting people's attention. And you have other stuff like adding account users and managing the page content and things like that. This is all very straightforward. You also, of course, have access to our help and support system from the dashboard. So anytime you need assistance or tech support or advice or suggestions or whatever, it's all available to you at any time. So let me switch my screen back, because I will wait for anyone to ask specific questions about seeing the platform before I dive too deep, because quite frankly, it's that easy. All right, let's pick up where we left off. So let's talk about what's in. Hold on. Let's talk about how this is going to switch back for me. Let's see. Hold on, guys. Hold on a second while I figure this out. Sorry. We'll get this. It wouldn't be a webinar if we didn't have at least one small technical challenge, because then that's no fun. I was in the middle of doing those slides and they just disappeared on me. No problem. We'll get them back. We will get them back. It's not a problem. All right. Let me do that. Let me do this. And then we'll be good to go here in just a second. All right. Now I should be able to get this turned back on. We'll get it. All right. As we were. Let's go back to our slides now. You all should be able to see what I'm looking at. Let's talk about what's involved in terms of cost and getting started. So we have two plans. We have an option to pay monthly, and we have an option to pay yearly. Our monthly plan is $199 per month with a $199 setup fee, while our yearly plan is $19.90 annually. However, you're probably saying, well, Justin, I see 3 plans on the screen. Why are you only saying 2? Because this is a promotion that we are running, which you'll see in the middle. This here waives the entire $199 setup fee on the monthly plan. So you can actually get started by paying only your first month's payment of just $199. This is a limited time offer. This plan gives you everything you need to get started, frankly. All the features are included in this plan. If you're serious about this, this is the way to go. So when you're signing up with Ideal Directories, you're paying for the platform on a monthly basis or a yearly basis. It's our software but you're starting your own business. I want to remind you that your site is 100% your business. We don't tell you how to run it. You set your own prices, charge however much you want. There are no hidden loyalties or franchise fees. We keep our hands out of your pockets. The software is also white labeled, so no one will know that you're using our platform behind the scenes. And of course, we built the software to be incredibly user friendly. So there's no experience required to get started. And the best part is that our pricing includes everything you need. You don't have to worry about any of the technical stuff because we give you your own turnkey website that you can put on your own domain name. We provide the super secure cloud hosting. It's fully mobile optimized for all devices. You get professionally designed marketing material to help you promote your business, expert training and support with built-in payment processing. So your clients can self-sign up by inputting their own credit card. It's all here. All you got to do is go out and sell. Now, here are some tips for success that I'd like to share with you before we wrap this up. First, get started right away. Maybe you have a friend or family member who runs a business. Put together a listing for them because building a real listing for a real business will help you get familiar with the platform and build up your confidence. And never stop generating leads. Don't go back, Justin. There you go. Never stop generating leads. Create a target number of leads every day for yourself. Some people will say it's 20 or 40 or 80 or 100. Look, the more leads you have, the more sales you'll generate. It's a numbers game. And remember to utilize the concept of a free listing. Something free is always nice. Let them know that you don't require a payment to show them that you're capable of offering them something really awesome. I would also suggest that you pick a niche. Maybe you have some personal experience working at a restaurant, then target restaurants. Maybe you have a passion for gardening, then target landscapers. Focus on what you know to make a success of it. One thing I want to emphasize is taking advantage of the sales and marketing material that you get access to when you sign up. There, you're going to find the flyers and the brochures and the sales scripts and more, which you can customize and start using to promote your business day one. And be sure not to undervalue or underprice your services. You're offering business owners a substantial value proposition. So sell with confidence that this is the best deal going because it probably is. And stay on track and stay committed. Following our steps to success can get you there if you're persistent. And please, 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 when you're involved here, you utilize our support because we are here to help you to make sure you have every chance at being successful. Reach out to our support team. That's what we're here for. So with that, I can finally show you the question screen. Now that you know how the program works, what's included, what's involved, how to get started, let's do this. Assuming I did not answer a question you already had, go ahead and click questions in the sidebar. Post it in there if you have not already, and we will make sure that it gets answered. I see some of you have chimed in or gotten in a little bit late to this, so you might be asking questions that we did in fact already answer, but that's okay. We do not mind it. Let's see, I'm going to try and organize these from the top down and get this going. Okay. So my first question is, how big is the area that we can serve? So there's really no limit to the size of the area that you can serve. However, I will say that targeting and focusing on a small area is absolutely your best plan, especially if it's an area that you live in or that's immediately surrounding the area you live in, or an area that you have, lots of personal knowledge about. That's going to help you come off as legitimate in the sales process. Some people think, oh, I have to have all of Chicago in order to be successful with this. No, you don't. I've seen people in teensy tiny little markets, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000 people, and be hugely successful with this because it's all about collecting the additional revenue, the revenue from each and every one of those clients. If you're in a smaller market, yeah, your monthly fees might be lower, but it doesn't mean that people don't want to advertise locally. Every business has competitors. Every business wants to be found online, and you can help them do that. Let's see. We have a question here about can I let my customers sign up for free? So, yes, you can absolutely do that. I don't know if I should actually go and show you the functionality associated with that or not, but the content, because I know I'll never get back to the screen if I do that. Um, you have full control over how much you're charging your clients, or if you charge your clients. So if you want to have a free plan on your site just to get businesses entering their information and interested in what you do and stuff like that, do it. Absolutely. You can set your price to free and people can sign up without ever having to spend a dollar. Of course, at that point, if you did take on that kind of angle, I would suggest that you follow up with them and then try to upgrade them to one of your premium paid plans. So it could be a very effective sales technique if you were to do that. Let's see. I have a question here about charging a setup fee. Michael's curious and saying, should I be charging a setup fee, or is it only a monthly fee? Michael, I don't believe in, and we don't really um, encourage charging anything additional to get someone set up. Especially if they're creating the account themselves, right? And they're going through the process of entering their information in. The setup fee is certainly really not something you need to charge. If you want to create the smallest barrier to entry when it comes to a typical small business getting involved, just charge them the first month, and that's it. Um, if you were like, well, I want to make sure I get, a substantial amount of money in the door with every client I take on, then I would say sell the yearly plan. For each and every one of your listings, I'm going to go back to that because I'm just going to see what happens. Okay. I do want to highlight something for you. Where was it? This might be it. Yes, it is. So on the advertised page of your site, I want to point something out to you. You have the ability to set not just a monthly price for each of your plans, but also a yearly price. And if you do this the right way by making it, like a 10 times multiple or just offering a discount where they're not paying the equivalent of, 39 times 12, it's going to incentivize people to sign up because businesses, if they could avoid it, don't want to spend more than they have to and don't want recurring charges with as much frequency than they need to. So this is a great way to get a larger sum of revenue upfront from your clients, still benefiting them by saving them money. And if you're going to hire salespeople, it's a really effective way to go about it. Encourage the sale of the yearly plan because then you can reward them with a higher upfront commission for each sale that they make. All right. We have a question here about the mobile responsiveness of the site. Are the sites mobile responsive and do they look good on all devices and operating systems? Great question. Yes. Lots of people don't realize that Google searches are happening on screen sizes of every size. And about half of them are happening on mobile. So it's important that your site and the presentation of businesses on your site looks good on every screen size. We believe that we always have, and that's one of the key elements of our platform. Every single listing, without you doing a thing, is going to look and work great on all device screen sizes, no matter what they are. So that's a great benefit. One of those things that you'll never have to worry about. We're very big on making sure that you have everything you need to be successful with this on an ongoing basis. We don't want you having to say to us, hey, I need my site rebuilt or something like that as time goes on. We're always keeping all of our client sites up to date so that they're compatible with all the latest technology. That's an ongoing battle that, we're doing on your behalf for all of our clients. James is saying, how soon will I have access to the marketing material? It's immediate. So as soon as you sign up, you'll have access to our support center where you can access all that information at your fingertips whenever you want. And I see a couple of duplicate questions here. So I'm going to let I think I might be caught up with questions. I was expecting a couple of others, but hit me with whatever else you got. I'll take one or two more questions before we wrap this up. I want to make sure everyone has what they need out of this. And let's see if I can actually go back to my presentation view without everything going crazy. Hey, there we go. That's what I had to do. All right. Well, rest assured, everyone should have been assigned a sales representative when you first got introduced to Ideal Directories. So you can reach out to him or her at any point with any questions you have about coming on board. I see one last question here that I'm going to grab and then cut you guys loose. So this is actually something we did talk about earlier, but the question is, for those of you who were not on earlier, can we add additional categories or even subcategories to the site? Absolutely. There's no limit to the number of categories you can have. You can get as specific as you want. I gave you an example of restaurants earlier and all the different kind of, subsets of restaurants within that industry. Your Italian restaurants and barbecue restaurants and Asian restaurants and delis and diners and all this stuff. And you can actually break that down. So if you're really focusing on the restaurant industry, you can have all these subcategories under restaurants so that you can easily classify each and every one of your clients in their own special way. That help? Hopefully it did. All right. I'm going to wrap it up here. I really appreciate everyone being on this today and giving me your time and attention. I hope you have a great rest of your Wednesday and the rest of your week and the rest of your March. And we will hopefully talk to you all very soon. Take care.